MiX member AJ has been working on the Swiss Army knife of phone cases for the past couple months, and he just finished it last weekend. Jason interviewed AJ on this invention.
Hi AJ, what do you have there?
This is a phone case that I built.
Awesome. Would you like to explain your design?
Yes. So I
made a phone case?
Yes, I made a phone case, and so it has pockets here to hold different items, and the phone sits in here, and you can just take it out just like that. And there is a kickstand that works just like that.
Very nice. What's that on the back of the phone case?
This is a charging spot where the solar panel will go to the USB and will charge the phone.
That's really cool. So what are the materials that you use to make this?
So the main body of the phone is made out of a X-Acto knife cutting board that I covered in book fabric, and I 3D printed the pieces that hold it on there, and this was just some electrical pieces that I soldered together, and that's what I used to build the phone case.
Awesome. That's really cool. Oh, and you can still take photos?
Yes, there's a hole to take photos through everything.
Awesome. And so, say if your phone's on, how do you turn it off if it's in the case?
So what you would do is, if your phone is on, then you would, and it was in the case, then you would just simply push it.
It worked.
And ta-da!
Awesome. We'll edit that out.
Okay.
Great. And what's this shiny material here?
This is spandex that I used to make the pockets here.
Really cool.
Yeah.
Awesome. Thanks so much for showing us your phone case design.
No problem.
And why did you want to make your own phone case?
Because all the other ones out there are not good.
That's a great reason. Thanks, AJ.
No problem.
Hey everybody, it's Jason.
And Hannah.
And it's time for STEM News.
So first of all, one might accept Challenger Deep, which sits at the bottom of the Mariana Trench, some 36,000 feet below the ocean surface, to be a quiet place. But after oceanographer Bob Dizak and his team traveled to the depths of the ocean to make recordings, the reality was a world of echoing sounds and bizarre white noise. They needed a lot of specialized equipment for this travel, so Dizak and his team had to design and build an instrument that could withstand the crushing 16,000 pounds per square inch worth of pressure felt 7 miles below the surface. But after successfully planting their hydrophone in Challenger Deep and making recordings for 23 straight days, Dizak's team had to wait until November for the weather and ship traffic to clear up so they could haul it back up. It was a major effort, but we now have the first sound bites from the deepest spot on Earth's surface to show for it. And it sounds sort of weird.
SpaceX tries again and then successfully launches a satellite. SpaceX launched a satellite towards distant orbit on Friday after multiple delays. The private space exploration company, headed by Tesla CEO Elon Musk, launched from the Cape Canaveral Air Force Station in Florida around 6:35 p.m. SpaceX has set 5 different launch dates, the first of which was on February the 25th. And it has halted 6 countdowns due to problems with rocket fuel, weather, and even interference from a nearby boat. But on Friday, SpaceX employees and onlookers cheered as the Falcon 9 rocket hurtled towards the sky without issue. The mission was to deliver a massive satellite that could provide broadband internet to remote areas of the Asia-Pacific into geosynchronous orbit. That's no small feat. More than 22,000 miles into space, geosynchronous orbit is 100 times further than where the International Space Station orbits.
Whoa.
I know.
His muscles are sore, his joints ache, he's fatigued, and his skin is super sensitive, complains the first U.S. astronaut to spend almost a year in space, Scott Kelly. Kelly and 2 Russian cosmonauts, including Mikhail Kernenko, who is Kelly's crewmate throughout the year in space, landed in Kazakhstan late Tuesday. Waiting for them when they touched down was Mark Kelly, Scott Kelly's identical twin. The brothers are part of a NASA study to understand the effects of space on the human body, perhaps in preparation for some travels to Mars. For the study, Mark Kelly acts as a control to compare to his twin, who broke the US record for longest space journey.
All right, so that's it for STEM news. On to the rest of the MegaMix Monthly. Take care.
For our workshop this Saturday, we are going to be learning about biotechnology and creating our own Franken organs. 3D bioprinting, or the process of generating living cell patterns using 3D printing technologies, is developing at an incredible rate. With this technology, it is possible that we could eventually create entirely unique functioning organs by arranging cells in new ways. Artist Aggie Hames creates lifelike silicone organs inspired by this concept. Instead of silicone, we will be using 3D modeling programs such as Sculptpress and Blender to mold our own Franken organs. This workshop is limited to 15 students, and you must RSVP by 5 p.m. Friday, March 11th. The workshop itself will be from 12 to 3 p.m. on Saturday, March 12th.
Awesome. Hey guys, we had the opportunity to film the molting process of a rose-haired tarantula, or Grammostola rosea, upstairs in the animal lab at the Science Museum of Virginia. If you are squeamish or not crazy about spiders, you might not want to watch the rest of this MegaMix Monthly.